Yes. You see one of the male dwarven guards approach you, and he says, "What?"
Did you hear the explosions and the screaming?
By Moradin's hammer, of course I have. We've been out here for the past 15 minutes.
Do you know what's going on?
These townsfolk here say that Maladar the Great is in there. A mundane wizard who paid a great fee for this tower has gone mad.
Oh dear. Well, I'm Lorien, and I am a mage who is not mad. And I have a group of quite capable folk here. Would you like me to step into the tower and see if I can have a chat with this mad mage and settle things down a little bit?
You see the dwarf take a tightened grip upon his warhammer. He's wearing full plate mail, and he has a reddish, rusted hue to his braided beard that rests upon his plate. He looks you up and down and sees you as make an insight roll. You believe that he is questioning whether or not you are indeed capable, because you are wearing fanciful clothes, have very fair skin even for a high elf, and even for the adventurers that you had survived through. You have porcelain skin upon your face. You do not look hardened as he does. And he says to you, "What do you mean by capable? We're the town's guard."
Yes, but I'm a mage. I can do mage things. I'm much less likely to be caught fire than you are, darling. You have that gorgeous, lustrous, red threaded beard, and I'd hate to see it get singed.
"Have you studied evocation and conjuration?" he says.
Yes, I have.
"Then perhaps you may be of use after all. This man, Maladar, uses unnatural magics of the conjuration and evocation, and some say even pulling demons from another realm. Here.
Oh dear. Right. Well, we can't have demons.
This person has gone mostly unnoticed while here in Gryold, but now this is just unheard of. Most of the mages are prestigious here. You see, they're either here for scholastic purposes or contributing in one way or another to our society. And we have very lax magic laws here, unlike places like Port Firth. But this is just pure madness. Make a perception roll. I think you can speak.
Okay.
Are we able to hear this?
Yes. You are kind of following her over, and you kind of hear the conversation is... They're talking loudly because there is some smoke and smoldering hay piles along some peasant wagons in the kind of cobblestone with mud guttered roads. So there is a little bit of chaos. I wouldn't say it's like a full fucking 11 out of 10, but things are definitely things are definitely disrupted here in the city. Things are definitely out of order, you know. But it's not to the point where people are running in fear. People are sort of gathering around and sort of watching from afar. Now you do hear the conversation. You do hear the guards. The dwarven guard speaks with a very chesty voice. It's not throaty. It can be carried on the wind. So you do hear that. And ever since Lorien is indeed kind of wizardly, magely, he does sort of suit the need for the job, because apparently there is a mage that has gone mad in this tower. It's causing chaos. So yeah, you're all kind of gathered there. Unfortunately, I don't have a battle map ready, so we're going to pretend that this sort of outpost here that I'm pinging is sort of like the front steps to the Wizard's Tower. So you're all kind of huddled around here. And we'll say Lorien is among you. Sorry, not Lorien, Falmanar. And yeah, I'm gonna drag your tokens there. So, who would like to speak next? There is no order right now. There's no initiative order.
Yeah, I don't want to monopolize it.
Well, you might want to, I whisper this to Lorien, you might want to ask or to demand or whichever you would prefer that we come with you, so you're not alone with this wizard.
Well, certainly is. So these are my traveling companions. We work very well as a team. And if we manage to take care of this issue for you, do you think there's any chance we might get access to the library for study purposes?
The dwarf looks at you quizzically and merely states, "You have to understand, this is an arcane crisis, and most of our court wizards are dealing with a very serious situation in the Tiki anchorage. Tiriki anchorage district of the city right now. So your help is prestigious and it will not go unnoticed. However, I have no say in the Great Library."
I understand, and honestly, we'd help anyway. No, it's just, hoping, because we do. There's that whole plague thing that we've been working on, and, preventing the end of the world because that which lurks beneath is trying to kill all the other gods. But, yes, alright. If you would let us through, we'll see what we can do about this, unfortunately mentally ill fellow.
What is your name, laddie?
Oh, my name is Lorien.
If you're able to help in this situation, I will tell my commanding officer that you did help indeed. And perhaps we can work something out in the city and find you affordable accommodation, or at least have a word with, once again, the commanding officer, at the very least.
Well, certainly, I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, by the way, if this fellow turns out to be incredibly violent and uncontrollable and really far gone, do you need him to still be alive at the end of this encounter? It's kind of a good thing to,
As I said, the wizards that are allowed in the city and the magic that is allowed in the city is under the accordance that the magic is under control. As we know,
Yes.
magic can very easily get out of control. You see
It's true.
you see the dwarf's brow wrinkle as he begins to explain this. You understand that magic is so freeform in the city because normally it is very well respected and under control
Yes.
and tame. Scholars. This
Absolutely.
man is out of control. You have to do what you must to keep it under control. He's already proven that he is dangerous. He has used evocation magic irresponsible.
To bring demons over, yes, that's definitely, we can't have that. No, demon, not very good, not very fun at parties, you'd think, but really not. Alright. You alright with that? Stop,
Laddie,
mad wizard.
there's a lot going on with the city right now.
Yes,
We're
yes.
on high alert because of plague. We have diplomats in the city right now that are being raised in temper because they cannot leave. There's a lot going on. The guard is stretched thin. You have to understand that. So whatever
Yes.
help you can offer, yes, we will talk about it afterward. Just be
All right.
careful in there. All right. We don't need any
Cool.
lives lost. The last thing I need is some civilian going in there and getting themselves killed. Okay?
Well, I've made it so far, so, feeling pretty good about that. Faced down a god already. So, come along to things.
Are you sure?
Yep.
All right. Okay.
So the whole party died.
Could be.
We all die. Just get in there, tower collapses, dead. Campaign over.
I look at Nim and say, facetiously that I'm gonna conjure her a couple of ducklings at some point.
She gets
So
no reaction from
before you see a stone tower approximately 5 stories tall. It is cylindrical, it is narrow, and you hear shouting from above in common. It's somewhat garbled. You hear something about cards, about drawing, something about whispers, but it seems to be somewhat incoherent and not intelligible.
Before you continue there, I just want to hear the comment I get from Nim, because it's kind of like get in the field, trying to neutralize the tension between me and Nim.
Oh, she doesn't care.
She doesn't care. Okay, let's
Good luck. Good luck.
So everybody in the group, are you all okay with moving as a group, or would any of you like to stay behind with the dwarven guards here?
I do.
I'm fine with moving.
Oh, is Nim not coming with us?
No.
That's good. I
Just Nim
absolutely
dies.
love. In my D&D campaign, I love independent thinkers. So Nim will stay with the guards. So she's going to stay right here. And I would like you to make a perception roll, Nim.
Yeah, just let me get to my computer. I'll tell you what, back in my day. Alright. Perception roll, right?
Correct.
Perception. Perception.
Okay, so with an 8, you don't see too much, but you do see... You think on the 5th floor, or the very tip top of the tower, some of it has broken away, some of the stone has broken away. There may be an opening up there, but you cannot see much in there. You see somewhat of a reddish glow coming from within the top floor of the tower. Other than that, you see some burning haystacks along the cobblestone road that you assume has been from some chaos that occurred before you got here. And in front of the tower, you see a wooden gate that has been damaged. You're not sure if the guards tried to break through. You're not sure if it is magically protected. But you see that there is a wooden gate entering the tower, and you only perceive from this angle to be one entrance on the 1st floor.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see, who am I forgetting here? I've copied 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be a 5th token. Who am I missing here? Am I missing, where did Lorian's token go?
Right here.
Shadow.
There you go. Let me copy you over one moment.
Shadow roll.
Or I guess for this game, tentacle realm.
Yeah. Pink.
Tentacle pink goo realm.
The hentai realm.
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much.
Yeah.
So you can actually see through the front gate. There's actually a barred window on the front gate. You can see the entire 1st floor, and you see a bunch of dusty floors. You see some crates. Nothing more, and you see that the front wooden door is indeed kind of damaged from what looks like axe chops along the crevice of the door. I don't think the sound is playing. Is this the audio playing?
Oh, I can hear the sound.
That's so weird that I can't. It's so fucking weird.
Cracking and moaning and stuff.
Yeah,
well, okay.
it might, the audio, just disclaimer, the audio might not be entirely accurate to the scene, but Yeah, go on.
I'm going to knock on the door.
Very good. You do so. There's actually a steel knocker if you'd like to use that
Yeah.
retroactively.
Yeah.
Big save.
It echoes.
Girl Scout cookies.
It echo, right? It echoes greatly. And you hear just the echo of the knocker. Nothing more.
Hello? Mage Scouts?
We have cookies.
You see the guards behind you, kind of readied and holding their weapon at attention. You can tell that they have been attacked, yet things have been neutral between now and then.
Alright, I'm going to peer through the can I like peer through the keyhole or anything like that?
Sure. Well, like I said, there's a barred window. There's
Oh, barred.
bars on the window, and that is how you can see the entire interior. The
Alright.
interior appears to be uninhabited, but there appears to be just sort of kind of like wooden crates and somewhat of a dirtied floor. There's kind of pebbles and dust on the floor.
And the door is just locked.
Investigate
Can
the
I-
lock, please, which appears to be an iron lock.
Oh.
So, with an 8, you also have your compatriot Ulrich here.
I advantage. So this.
You can make an investigation as well.
Oh. There it is.
Out of character, Steve. I realized I'm supposed to have more health. I'm supposed to have at least 5 more health.
I'll fix that right now.
I'm adding that in D&D Beyond. I'm not sure if it translates.
It's 25 total.
Yeah.
I just fixed it. So, Ulrich, you actually see that, from your perception, or from your investigation, that these dwarves have actually been hacking at the door with their axes and warhammers. And you can see that there was a lock, and it does not appear to be magical. And it is severely damaged and kind of opened. You think that maybe that they just haven't entered yet, although they have destroyed kind of the integrity of the door. So the door does seem like you can go through.
Well,
Alright.
it seems at least fairly open now.
Oh, okay. Hey, Falmanar. Fal, can you see if you can get this big heavy door open?
So we're gonna do a strength check on him.
Alright, beef boy, Kool-Aid your man through the wall. See beef.
Nice.
21. Effortlessly, he pushes through the heavily damaged door. Kind of just actually steps through it.
Beef.
Would you like to follow?
Oh yeah, yeah. We're gonna walk on in. Well, I am anyway.
Likewise.
Mic on.
I'm gonna stand
I would like you all to
kinda-
make a... Mm-hmm.
close to the wall here.
Very good. Make a perception roll, all of you.
Oh shit, I totally phased out. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Nimlalwe, you're on the outside and you see them all enter.
My rolls are all 8. What the fuck?
All 8.
There's a lot of low
Only
rolls
8.
today. I feel like it's all like 8 and 23, right?
I got an 8 again, a natural 1.
What, roll 20s do?
Shit.
You can roll as well,
Only
Nimlalwe.
8.
I think it was that one you wanted to do, right?
20, very good.
Wow.
So I'm going to start with Nimlalwe. You see them all enter somewhat effortlessly. It seems like the door has already been very well damaged
Fuck.
by the guards. They seem to enter without any opposition. The guards appear around you, Nimlalwe, to be somewhat fearful of the wizard's magic, and that's why you perceive them not to enter. they seem to be a little bit worried. And you also, based on what you've heard, think that a lot of the court wizards are not here to provide magical support because they're dealing with somewhat of an outbreak of the plague elsewhere in the city. So you have more so of like just brute strength of the dwarves and the warhammers and axes, and not so with wizards, which is why Lorien was so influential in this situation. Is there anything you'd like to do on your turn as you're out here with the guards in Lalaway?
Sorry, face out again. I'm really, really sorry.
Basically you're just standing outside the tower with the guards who don't have a lot of magical capabilities, whereas Lorien was able to go in and help because she is more knowledgeable in the ways of the arcane. Sorry,
Okay.
fuck me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I'm a heave right now.
Well, if you buy me dinner first. Anyways.
Have to ask your wife.
Yeah. She's just going to ask one of the dwarves. Rather seriously, do you know any good brothels around here?
It's got priorities.
You see one of the dwarves actually kind of comforted by the fact that you're taking his mind off of the dangers that are at hand, believe it or not. The dwarf kind of has a smirk on his face because he's taken aback by the question at hand, and says the Python's grasp is not so bad. It's in the Tinkery Anchorage district of the city. If you have the time, make yourself to the Python's grasp. And you have, Nimlalwe, actually have taken the mind off the stresses of the situation for this guard, so good on you.
Accidental good doing.
Oh man, no, Nim, what have you done? You did a good deed. What's wrong with you?
No.
Quick, you have to stab him to make up for it.
No, don't say that.
She then slips him a couple coins, just pay for some passage, if you know what I mean.
Well, traditionally maybe like 1 or 2 silver would be appropriate, if you want to minus that from your inventory.
Yeah, she'll give them both. She'll give each guard 2 silver.
Very good. Well, only one guard was there to give you information, so 2 silver for 1 guard. Very good.
Alright then.
In response, the guard actually returns to the topic at hand and says, "Do you know anything about these wizards and their business?"
She simply responds with, "Fuck if I don't know." She just responds with a simple, "I have no damn clue."
The dwarven guard reaches into his small pack and hands you a finely crafted morning star and says, "We appreciate your effort here. So take this, and just in case they rush us from the outside." So he gives you a finely crafted morning star.
Mic off.
Oh, how sweet. She's gonna make me blush. I'm gonna turn a nice shade of pink.
Mic on.
Very good. So now moving
Very
back
good.
into the tower,
Alright,
We
I'm
have-
going to...
the gang.
Alright, so we did some perception, right, already, but I wanna look and see if there's any, like, traps or anything magical going on that I can see.
So that would be
Investigation?
an investigation for this one. Yeah.
Man, 12.
Can I assist?
Yeah, of
Reckless
course.
advantage.
Who's saying that? Is that Roosevelt?
Yeah, that was me.
How much do you know about magic? I don't know your backstory super well with your magical background. You're a druid.
I'm a druid. I mean, I know magic through, like, druid magic, technically, mostly.
What's
But
your...
the thing is, I have conjuration spells. What's it called? Hold on.
I'm taking a
I'll
look
tell
at
them
your
to you.
arcane right now. So you have a +2 on arcane rolls, which is not terrible at all. Okay, yeah. So what we would do is make this an advantage roll. So that means Lorien, roll again, and you're going to take the higher of 2 rolls since your compatriot is helping you with this.
Okay.
Mm.
Oh, God damn it.
So either way, it was still be
Thank you,
12.
though.
So it is arcane. So it's not really if you have actual spells and like previous usage of the area of
Well,
whatever.
some spells,
I've had.
some traps are mechanical, and some are arcane.
Yeah, fair points.
So
Well, I was thinking. Yeah, okay. Actually, yeah, we're looking for trap. Okay, yeah, I was thinking of something else. Whatever. Go ahead.
However, Lorien, even with a 12 and with your help, does notice a pretty glaring glyph right here on this entranceway. It's something that you understand could be dispelled with dispel magic. However, if someone were to go up and say read it word for word, or walk over it physically, it would trigger. And that was why I asked you to do, why I looked into Rohal's arcane proficiency.
My
Pretty
golf.
good at dispelling. There's a nasty little glyph over there. I point at it. That we probably don't want to step on.
I do not have that. However, I could potentially trigger it by throwing bits of ice on it. Would you like me to try?
Well, I've got mage hand, so I could just
Very well. You can do that
touch
too.
it. All right, everybody. Why don't we
Go ahead.
tuck into a
My gone.
out of the way
Well,
place
just,
so that you don't get hurt.
Like, back out the door. Just a moment.
Well,
The rest of us back at the door and just come on.
sure. Yeah.
I'll move your token, don't worry.
All right, I'm gonna
I assume Ulrich would like to do the same. Would you like to have Lorien stand by you or go out the door, Lorien? Falmanar, sorry.
I'm gonna send Felminar at the door. I don't want Felminar to get blown
Okay.
up.
Very good.
All right, I'm gonna duck behind this crate here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna use mage hand. I'm gonna have it pick up this book and
So the book
Throw it down on-
you see as just as a very simple ledger for some very mundane items, vegetables basically. Just basically a shopping list, a D&D shopping list
Yeah.
of like mundane vegetables.
I'm gonna use mage hand.
You do so, and what are you specifically going to do with the book?
I'm gonna drop it on the glyph.
When you physically drop it on the glyph, when it actually touches the ground, it does shoot a stream of fire from the ground upward, filling the entire doorway for at least 2 to 3 seconds, and then the glyph is no longer there and the fire goes away. Very good.
All right, come on in. Oh, good.
Oops. Excellent. All right.
He's gonna totally forget to get toilet paper and beets, though.
As we're walking in, I would like to scan the room for it was said conjuration, and what was the other one that the mage was
Evocation.
evocation? Yeah, I know a little about evocation, but I know about conjuration. I would like to scan the room and the whole bottom floor, basically, for some for marks and for
Good.
signs of what could have been done here. And
So
I'm
for-
asking, since one of us actually has evocation in their past or whatever, they know how to use it. I'm asking said person, L'Oreal, right, for Lorien, for some assistance in that regard.
All right.
To scan.
So
around.
for this roll, I'm gonna have Rohal roll with investigation with advantage, which you can do 2 ways. You can either just roll twice, or you can set your character sheet to advantage.
Yeah, I saw that.
So either way is fine.
Here.
If Lorien will indeed help, since you're looking
Yeah.
for very specific things. Alright.
What's the-
Ooh, 23. 23. So I will say one thing. On this this kind of ledge here, you do see some chalks of different colors, which are sometimes used for certain certain demonic conjurations with certain spells. Other than that, you see nothing else on this floor that would indicate that. With the 23, you also notice over here there is a metal grating which leads down to what is called an oubliette. It is oubliette. It is a sort of like a little prison cell dungeon type thing, and down there it is somewhat empty. It is damp and musty and moldy, and you see nothing down there. But the fact that there is indeed one of those indicates that there's some ne'er-do-well living here. So there may be some conjuration going on. And you do, since you actually have somewhat of a history dealing with, and this is out of character, so people can't know this in character when I say it, but you do have somewhat of a background knowing about fiends, specifically fiends, which is D&D's race of demons and lineage of demons, basically. You do recognize those types of chalks, and maybe you see a few other material components, mundane material components, that are sometimes used in conjuration and associated with fiends and or demons.
I share this with a group, expressing that there has been conjuration going on down here. We might encounter some form of fiend. Just beware.
I'll also add that just while you're down here, several of you, not just Rohal, also find a lot of mundane goods, like, for example, to be very specific, a pound of wheat, 1 pound of flour, a salted chicken, just certain spices like salt. You find just canvas, a few copper pieces, nothing more than like 10 or 15 copper pieces, some ginger, cinnamon, basically just some really mundane, like cooking things.
All right. Sheller?
Well, I suppose we'll continue on, yes. Sorry, I'm not as active today as I usually am. I'm just so tired. Oh. Alright, so the stairs. Do I see anything hinky about the stairs?
Make a perception.
I'll make
They
one
are
as well.
stairs.
The stairs look completely untrapped, and they look like they are just typically stone, fine mason work, just modernized fine mason work for your time period. Nothing unusual about them. Spiral up.
I turn to the others. These are stairs. And
I give a very crisp
No
thumbs
way.
up, however that looks. And continue on.
Very good.
There we go.
So what I'm about to do is I'm about to reveal another area. One moment. This area on your map. So Roosevelt is new to Roll20. Sometimes you have to zoom in and out of different areas of the map. What I'm doing is revealing a fog of war right now to the second level of this tower. And it is now revealed. So if you look to your right, there's a way to zoom in and zoom out, and you can also right-click and drag. So you guys are now in a different area. You do see certain symbols on the ground. At first, it looks like a pentagram, but really, I would like you all to make a religion roll and a perception roll. And an intelligence roll if you choose to. Intelligence or religion, whichever.
Okay, 19 religion, 10 perception.
And religion.
We got it covered between us.
I know that is there, but I don't know what it is. Like, there's a thing. That's it. It's the thing.
Okay, let's see.
Rohal's doing
So
pretty good.
Rohal, notices immediately that in the center there are some chalk drawings on the floor and some other material components. He also notices that this is somewhat of a laboratory, so it's more so than his form of magic, which is sort of naturalistic and druidic. He senses that this is indeed more of a mage's work. There's sometimes a prejudice against mages and wizards from the druids. I'm not one to say whether or not his character is prejudiced against them, but the mages and wizards are often very, so to speak, scientific. They poke and they prod. They do things that are sometimes considered unnatural in order to study the ways of the weave, which is, as magic's described in the planes of D&D. And druids more so stick to a lot of ritualistic type things and nature when they do so, and they take nature into regard when doing their magic. And in this laboratory, he may see parts of animals and sort of material components that were derived from nature and sort of quote-unquote desecrated by that of the sciences of magic. And also sees that there may have been some work here done with conjuration of fiends just based on the symbols on the floor and the material components. Here you also have Ulrich. He notices... I'm wondering how much you would like me to speak about your character out of character. Am I...
I mean,
okay?
out of character, feel free.
Okay, so in character,
I
you know that he is
that
nothing
y'all
more
aren't gonna
than...
metagame.
So in character, he is perceived as... Let me make sure I'm correct on this. As a human being, correct? A human?
Yes.
So out of character, and please don't metagame this, he is actually a tiefling who is constantly disguising his race because of the prejudices that exist in the world. So as a tiefling, although he is not necessarily extremely well versed in the ways of a wizard, his warlock ways as a tiefling do recognize certain religious and ancestral indicators of... So tieflings have a lineage of the infernal and of demons. So very, very, very loosely does he kind of recognize these things from just his genealogy or interests. He's not directly related to any of this sort of thing, but he recognizes it from his childhood and sort of things that he's been taught of his past and his lineage. And then you have Lorien here, who, as a wizard, immediately recognizes this as a laboratory and as a place where different experiments, arcane experiments, have taken place, a trial and error. She recognizes this as a place where maybe conjuration has occurred. She doesn't necessarily indicate it as infernal or fiendish conjurations, but he recognizes this as a place where, trial and error has occurred with the weave. Nim Lalwe, would you like to remain outside for the time being and sort of observe the exterior of the tower? You do see some glow coming from the top floor windows still, or would you like to proceed inward? It is entirely up to you.
Yeah, I'll just stay where I am.
Very good. Do you sense somewhat of a camaraderie with the guards outside? You seem to have earned their trust already by your demeanor. Naturally, Nimlalwe is somewhat relaxed, even in dangerous situations, and they seem to be feeding off of that. These guys have seen a lot of action in their time. Greihold, although is not the biggest city in the realm, does see their fair share of bullshit, and they sense you as, someone who's not afraid of bullshit or danger. Yeah, what would you like to do now that you are, the rest of you are here in this laboratory?
You talking to me?
Well,
The rest of us.
I'm talking to those in the interior for the time being.
Right.
Alright.
well, I share the information that I don't really, well, I'm not really saying this is out of character, obviously. I don't really, like, my character doesn't really care about, he doesn't really put grudges on the individuals or on like a group or whatever. It's going to be very like straightforward with one person did this and whatever. And to be honest, it's really like there is no prejudice whatsoever against the different individuals. It's very like, yeah, what you do right now, that's what matters, and yeah, bing bang boom. So it's rather more this fucker. Anyways, in character, well, first off, I ask Lorian if she sees any fuck.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. He notices any traps or such. Wait, I should notice them too? Question mark.
My God.
So, for traps, you can make an investigation. For checking the overall room, you can make a perception. Each of you can choose what you'd like to do.
I'm gonna investigate. Do I see any traps, Steve?
And
perceive things, maybe.
By the way, this is a laboratory.
There is, in fact, a laboratory.
That's what we're in now. That was stairs, and this is a laboratory.
There were stairs. There is also a laboratory. There's a star there too.
Yes.
So,
There's a ball
let's see
thing
here.
over there.
Going from the top down. So first, roll hall. He will step toward. I would say he would step toward whichever way he wants to go. I guess so. This way, right? These are sort of like shelves and tabletops. As he makes his way around and uses his perception, luckily there's no traps as he walks through, because he is doing so quite liberally. He does come across a dusty manual.
actually, Lorian is.
He asked me to look for traps, and so I did, and I rolled a 19.
I meant to say roll hall. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Roll hall is the one who's walking around through the outer.
But roll hall asked me to look for traps first.
Right,
Yeah.
but he rolled first, so I'm dealing with him
okay.
first.
No. I rolled after.
Oh.
I'm
two
sorry,
before there
I'm looking at
is
your
from
18.
before.
Sorry, that was from before.
Yeah.
Lorian. Okay, so Lorian, it searches the interior and exterior hallways and finds nothing either mechanical or arcane. Keep in mind that even an 18 can be, even a 19 can be sometimes too low. I'm just being a dick DM right now. No, there's no traps in here. There's no traps in here.
It would be a pain in the ass and dangerous to have traps in a laboratory. To be fair,
True.
you don't want to be
We
holding
had
a
traps
beaker
out.
full of nether acid, and then accidentally trip the trap, and then you've got nether acid everywhere. It's on your nether.
Oh, you got nether acid everywhere.
Nether acid on your nether.
In your shin.
On your nether
So-
region, but I'm not Falmanar. But yes.
So Ulrich, when he enters, because he rolled a 20 next with investigation, when he enters this inner chamber, he actually finds two different works of text. One is a dusty manual about homunculus. I would like you all to make an intelligence roll when he proclaims that he found a manual of homunculus.
There's a book.
Oh my God.
It's a book.
So,
It's a group of
Hey.
brave people.
So Lorian and Ulrich actually don't really know what homunculus are. However, Rollhall and his background and his roll of 14 allow him to know that homunculus are also referred to.
I didn't roll 14.
Sorry. Let me see. Who rolled the 14?
He did,
No, I
but
rolled
it
a
was
14.
before.
It was
I'm getting
Ulrich
so fucking
who rolled a
confused.
12.
Sorry.
I mean, we all rolled a 14.
Seven,
How many
intelligence.
ales have you had, Steve?
These rolls are just fucking coming in like.
It's not the beer, I swear.
So, well, it doesn't even matter because
Adorable.
17 intelligence. 7 intelligence. He still knows that because of his background, because his background is very well versed in fiends. He knows that homuncula is another terminology for a barbed devil. Homuncula is more like the scientific arcane name for them. So he knows that they are referred to as barbed devils. What he knows about barbed devils is that they often are from the 9 hells. Sometimes they also roam the different levels of the abyss, which are different planes of existence. His backstory also has some knowledge of the different planes of existence. These devils are often lawful evil. In other words, they are often up to no good, regardless of how good their day is going. They speak Infernal, among other languages such as Celestial, Draconic, and sometimes telepathic. That's all he knows of that, basically. And the rest of you... So, Ulrich also found a Tome of the 9 Hells. So he found a book that basically tells a little bit about that, how the 9 Hells work. You all know a little bit about the 9 Hells. It's something that you cannot grow up in this realm without knowing a little bit about, hear about it. Sometimes it's proclaimed as...
I should actually know a bit of it because of the background with the tiefling, well, basically adoptive son. And how we actually, me and my companion rather, actually, where we got it from that cult. So I ought to know quite a lot.
Well, I'll mention then for you, on top of the sort of proclamations that people make, like, oh, the 9 Hells, it's often used as a, the common folk know it as just the place of where demons are from, and a place that is just uncomfortable and bad, and they use it much as, you know, like out of character will say, oh, hell or goddamn it or whatever. But you know it more so as physically the 9 Hells of Bator, sometimes hell or hells, also known as Bator in Infernal, was the home of the devils. It was a plane of sinister evil and institutional cruelty organized in a strict caste system with a very rigid chain of command. And unlike the demons of the abyss, the devils here were highly organized in their quest for power and status, scheming and plotting power plays, coups, and assassinations. Each with the 9 Hells had its own physical laws or properties of matter. And you know even more than that, but that's just what first comes to your character's mind when Ulrich says he found a manual of the Hells, a tome of the Hells, 9 Hells, sorry. Let's see, who else rolled what? Rohal rolled a 14 for perception, or am I still getting mixed up on these rolls here?
Did in fact roll a 14 on perception.
Oh, right. So Rohal, as he investigates this laboratory, comes across a bunch of incoherent scribblings.
Sorry, now I got back. I wrote in jet my head, so I disconnected.
That's all right. So you rolled a total of 14 for your perception. Yeah. So as you investigate this laboratory with your 14, you come across many pages. We're talking 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 pages of incoherent scribblings with ink and quill, just incoherent, in common, but just sort of mixed grammar, words, mutterings of demons and monks and the plane of ash, and things about the outer planes, and things about deities and ancient ones, and cards and drawing and arcane power. But they do seem to be the scribblings of a madman, and you do make this connection to what the guards said about a mage that has gone mad. And you do find these parchments scribbled that. And then Lorien and Falmon are together, as they're quite close, moving together through this laboratory. They come across a potion of greater healing and a potion of water breathing, kind of stored very neatly on a shelf.
Well, look, a potion of greater healing and a potion of water breathing. Anybody need one of those?
I'll grab the one with the healing pot. Why not? Always good to have.
I hand him the healing potion. I'll take the water breathing then, I suppose.
I can just go through a ritual, and you got water breathing for 24 hours. So it's a bit redundant, but that's fine.
Also,
I have a bag of holding.
Also, bad timing, but I gotta take a leak again. Another 2 minutes. Be right back. I'm gonna. Also, another thing about my campaigns, I know Roosevelt is new here. I just want to say, I tend to just kind of roll as the content I have, but like there is no set end. So when people start to need to have to go is when we start to wrap up. So don't feel like obligated if you're feeling to be stretched out. Anyway, I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right.
Mic off.
I'm sorry, I'm not very fun this session. This is like this is our last big push. We've got movers coming first thing in the morning tomorrow. moving all the stuff from our pod, and I haven't even started painting my fiance's bedroom yet. He needs me to do all the edges because he's not very good at it, and I used to do it professionally. So I'm really good at edging.
You do.
High five.
I can
Mic off.
definitely. I've definitely figured you are in 2 ways.
Wise boy.
Or rather, more than
What's your
one
job?
way. I know that there is several different ways you can be that.
Yes. Oh,
How could we get a gilded flower?
That's a good question. To the library.
Yeah. No, I need a fucking blacksmith. Because I want to be able to create a spell later, which is intriguing. It has with the fate to do.
We gotta go to the thing to figure out how to get that.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I got a flower. I literally need to go and get it gilded at a blacksmith.
Yeah,
It was like funny how close it was for me not to get that flower too. Because we were walking through the fucking forest, right? And I was like, I got this spell because I was just reading, right? And then I got this spell. But I need a gilded flower for it. How do I like, you know? And then they're like, yeah, you gotta go to a blacksmith and just get it, you know, fixed. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll go and pick up a flower. So it made me like do a roll for picking up a flower and then storing the flower in my backpack without breaking it. So and I got like the very tip of not getting it, or like just so that like on the limit of not getting it both times. I was like,
so out of character, I would say normally if it was a real struggle, I would probably just overlook the material component. But since you're so adamant on it, it's like I really appreciate that in the character to like kind of make something of it. There are blacksmiths in Grild, that's all I'll say. And making a gilded flower is, you would know in character, something fairly simple for a blacksmith to do. It would take them some time, but it wouldn't be costly. Basically they would just kind of like, you know, make a metal flower, and it wouldn't actually require the flower that you give them, but it can be used as sort of like a model, so to speak.
There's a bit of gold required, like a specific amount of gold, I think, required for it.
Mic off.
Hold on.
Mic on.
Out of curiosity, which spell are you referring to?
Mic
I'm
off.
referring to the one. Hold on. I don't have it prepared, but I can. No, that's not the one. I summon a face spirit or something. Hold on, I'm looking in D&D Beyond. I prefer their setup of spells.
Mic on.
Summon a face spirit.
Oh, okay. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know about that spell. But yeah, just DM it to me later, and we'll take a closer look. So you guys
300 gold points. Shit.
You guys take a thorough look at the... so that's an example of a material component that maybe we will tweak in my homebrew, just like... We'll make something of it instead of nothing, because 300 is like quite a bit. But yeah. We take a close look at the laboratory. There's nothing else here to see.
All right. So there are no like spell scrolls, no nothing on the table. Like there's just incoherent thing about
scrolling and
nonsense,
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, there were 2 potions. There were the tome. There was the tome and the manual, but there are no scrolls to be seen here.
Jesus Christ!
It's a book.
I investigated the fuck out of these stairs. I could tell you where these stairs got like mined from.
They are stairs.
I do a cursed thumbs up and try to push them towards the stairwell. Wait.
I just rolled a 26 on investigation on the stairs.
I kind of want to go and look in the fire. What is that? The thing
like
on the
a
right there. Is
crucible
that...
or something?
No, the fire. Is that like somewhere like you have fire? Yeah, right there.
Yeah, it's like a crucible.
Crucible. Right. Elaborate.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, it's a place where you just burn stuff at a high temperature, I guess, right? Ev? Right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I would like to go look at that.
Excellent.
I mean,
Yeah, make a perception roll there.
Un moment.
I might have to leave soon. It's 2 o'clock.
That's all right, Nim. I can always take over your character if need be.
There we go.
Yeah, if you don't
17.
mind, I'm just it's getting late and I've got
No
plans.
problem. Yeah, I'll take over your character. No problem. Maybe you'll get
You
fucked
lot
again.
No, no.
Go on.
Roll, I got a 17. Yeah. So you see the so you see lots of ashes, which indicates that there may have been many things burned here, many experiments taking place. You do see a little slight piece of parchment, though, that has not been entirely burned with some scribblings on it. If you want to take a closer look, you do see that it is indeed in infernal language.
Which I can read.
You can. And when you read it, it has a few words that have to do with the plane of ash, and that is about all you can read on it. Is you just read the plane of ash. You recognize this as one of the many planes of the abyss. There are many, many different levels of the abyss, which are different planes of existence. And it's out of character. I'm actually pretty excited that your character has some backstory that involves other planes of existence, because other planes of existence are actually very pertinent to the overarching story in my campaign.
I'm sorry.
I'll
Hold
say
on
no more.
one moment.
Uh-huh.
I think you can talk OC though,
Over what?
out of character. I think you can talk out of character. Continue talking out of character with me.
Well, mainly what I was going to say is that this campaign and this overarching story does have a lot of like interplanar like stuff. Like, for example, when Lorien mentioned to you that she thinks the plague has originated from the negative plane of existence, like that's one example of like a lot of interplanal stuff. And then like the deity Gonadar, that which lurks, comes from another plane of existence as well. But that's something you'll learn more about in character. But yeah, there's like a lot of interplanar stuff with this story, which is cool. Which is really cool because your character is already versed in it. Welcome back, and yeah, so this place has been thoroughly explored. You guys find nothing more than what you already have. If you push up the stairs, I will reveal more with the polygon reveal.
Okay, yeah, I got a 26 on investigating the stairs, so...
They are definitely stairs.
On the upcoming stairs, right.
Yes.
So as you do, actually, you do hear the voice of a man. You don't know what race or whatever, but you do hear him kind of like rambling and yelling approximately 3 floors, 2.5 floors above the stairwell.
The stairs were talking.
He's yelling somewhat incoherently, but you can tell that he's elevated. And you do hear the sound of, like, some rumbling as well. Boom. You guys are now up here.
Is it rhythmic, or is it like just
common,
random?
It's in common,
No,
but
like
you hear
rhythmic.
jumbled words.
Is he saying it with a rhythm, or is he saying it like just like a crazy person?
Kind of in between. It's not necessarily rhythmic, but you can tell that he is angry about something and elevated, but it's jumbled and it seems to be disorganized. And it seems reminiscent of his scribblings that you have come across in the writings.
Gotcha.
Now, what you come across here, you all recognize immediately as sort of a master bedroom.
It's
what
a
you
carpet.
perceive to be a dwelling. It is not a laboratory, it is not a storage room. It is more so a place of dwelling. You can all make a perception roll if you choose.
Sure.
I do
Yes.
choose. Finally, my perception is waking up.
It's not an 8.
Jesus.
So we'll start with Lorien, and right here on this table, the first thing she comes across is actually an open letter. It has a wax seal but the wax seal has been kind of torn, so she cannot see what the seal looked like. The letter is written in Infernal, and she does not know how to read He does not know how to read Infernal. But he recognizes it as Infernal.
Can anybody here
Right.
read Infernal?
From before, I was gonna say, like, it says down there, like, on the piece of paper, I shared that with the group, so I don't know if I said actually Infernal, though, but yes, I say, yeah, I can read Infernal. It was Infernal on the paper down there.
What's it say,
grab it out of
Precious?
I'll grab it out of his hand.
Do you
And
choose
it
to read it out
says-
loud? Do you choose to read it
Yes.
out loud? Okay, so I'm going to share this
Wait,
with-
no, I read it first, and
Very well. So I'm going to share it with you first. One moment. Let me see how to do that. I'm going to share it in your journal first.
alright.
Let's see here. Technically, your username is Alex. Here we go.
Well, I
So it
changed
is
it to
now
roll.
it is now shared in your journal. It is titled "A Letter to Maladar." Tell me if you found it.
In bio, or... Oh, okay, down there, right. No, like items, right, yeah.
So we can do this two ways. Either you can read it yourself, or I can read it out loud out of character. However you choose.
You can read it out loud out of character first.
Very well.
I think that's going to be the easier way.
So written in Infernal, it says, "To the great Maladar, it is with our highest gratitude that we gift you what you seek. While you sought this arcane rarity of men, you have proven to be most useful in mediating our fiendish centuries. The plane of ash is unfit for many mercenaries, but the fiends make themselves at home, eternally obedient with your magics. Beware, the deck has been known to take more than it gives. The Order of Whispers has no need for material gain or loss. You will soon hear whispers across the plains when we again seek your expertise. Orated as one, the Order of Whispers." So that is what you read in Infernal. And that's something that Lorien has not heard yet, so she cannot comment on it.
Yeah. Well, I share this information with the rest of the group.
Okay, so he reads it out loud in Infernal.
Yeah,
Well, he
exactly.
translates it to common, yeah.
I'm like, oh, God.
Oh.
Say that, yeah, it's like, yeah,
Trust
totally.
me, it won't sound as bad as Primordial. Primordial is probably the worst sounding language, but I digress. Go ahead.
It's probably what Primordial sounds
And
like.
I know this because my wizard in another campaign, as a player, speaks Primordial. It's fucking horrendous. Anyway, go ahead.
What about Celestial? How does that sound?
No, trust me, Primordial is the worst. Primordial is almost just like... It's... Anyway, yeah,
Fart
go ahead.
noises.
It's just
Yeah,
a
you hear-
tornado. That's it.
Okay.
A tornado of farts. That's it.
Yeah, it's a fartnado.
Tornado, yeah.
Well, plot twist. The Order of Whispers is all up in... the monk that you saw meditating on the table, Sandro. He had a run-in with them. He's a monk. And they're also involved with... That is right, Steve, right? They're involved with that, with Gungadin.
Gonadar.
Gonador, sorry.
So what you...
It's funny that you say Gungadin, because we
so-
actually know this guy called Gungadin.
We do. Just to clarify,
Proper
because
smoker.
once again, out of character, it's been a very long time, and even in character, it is quite a convoluted plot. What you know of the Order of Whispers is that so this is going to be interesting to Roosevelt out of character, but one of the party members who couldn't make it today is actually a monk, and he is part of the Order of the Ivory Faces. Another sect of monks, which is related to his sect of monks, is the Order of Whispers, which are mysterious, and we don't know where they stand in regards to this plot of Gonadar, this ancient one, who has some nefarious plans for your plane of existence. But they're deeply wrapped up in this plot, and this is an indicator that they are now hiring fiends, aka demons, in order to be sentries for whatever it is they're doing on the plane of ash, and they are outsourcing this taming of demons to this wizard Maladar, is what you gather from this. And in exchange for his talents in the arcane and his communication with these demons, they are giving him some type of arcane relic of men, which is not detailed clearly in this letter.
Gotcha.
Next, Ulrich
Alrighty.
actually... I just want to say, actually, go on. No, you first. Actually, you first.
Alrighty, so interesting letter. Now, where the heck is this guy? Is he upstairs, maybe? Like,
Yeah, I heard him yelling and
upstairs.
ranting upstairs.
Yeah, he could he have written these himself? Because we've seen him conjuring, like signs of him conjuring different creatures of different kinds, and among others, the barbed wire. No, what do you call them?
Barb's
devils.
Devils. Yep.
Barb devils, which are well, nasty little fuckers. And so, like, where the hell are they? We haven't really like seen any signs of them down here. Like, they're, even though they were conjured down here, it's not like they're not going to destroy things in their surroundings. Like, is he controlling them or something? Should we go up?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Next, Ulrich. Before we go upstairs, Ulrich finds a smooth jet black box with a singular, magically locked keyhole.
It's a box with a hole.
It's about I want to say 4 or 5 inches in length and diameter, and width.
Yoink. I'm gonna save that for later.
And he actually found it inside of a book that was cut out that was about horticulture. A very mundane subject, but its interior was quite unique. Yes, and if you do choose to go upstairs, I will unveil that now. One moment.
Let's charge upstairs. Sprint.
Let's get elevated.
I can't turn my
Hell yeah.
character around
Oh,
Because
that's
he's
odd.
moving us.
because I don't know how
Perhaps
to.
I
I
can-
forgot how to scale. I forgot how to scale it,
Perhaps
so
I
I
can do
can't. I can't reach the anchor point.
Yeah.
This floor, and I've been having loading issues for some reason. It's not loading. Maybe I'm overloading Roll20.
We can
So-
see them now.
But what I wanted to say was I couldn't load the there's in these 3 cots here, these beds, I couldn't load them, but there are 3 slain apprentices of what you perceive to be apprentices. Their bodies I couldn't load in. Sorry. Normally I'm able to do that. They seem to be stabbed in their sleep.
They seem to be stabbed in the sleep, guys. Not much we can
yeah.
do for them.
Well, it's looking really like we're gonna have to take this guy out. So
yeah.
okay, we heard something about a deck, right? And we saw something referring to that in the letter. I'm gonna guess he did some sort of favor for some infernal types, and in return, the Order of Whispers gave him a deck that drove him insane. Just, working theory.
A deck in this case, meaning
Like a tarot deck, perhaps? A deck of magical cards?
Deck of
Cool.
just things.
the only deck that I had in my experience that I've encountered have been the deck of many things, and well, a few in my party have had a lot of fun with that. Also, one got kind of retarded, but yeah. So yeah, that's the kind of deck you're talking about. Not really that powerful as the deck of many things, but something similar. I see.
So you all hear somebody rambling and ranting and raving just up the stairs, and the deck of many things is something that Rohal brings up, and Lorien in particular recognizes it as sort of an arcane quandary. It is something that kind of rips and can change reality. Depending on the cards you draw, it can have a very wild effect on you, or somewhat of a mundane effect on you. But you have heard of it before. and you're not quite sure where it originated from. You're not quite sure how Rohal had come across it either, and you're very curious about this. But
We're gonna have to sit down with a tankard and have a long talk about the things that we've done in our lives, Rohal. I think that would be a very interesting night.
Absolutely, wouldn't mind. And, well, I suppose let's investigate rooms quickly before we go upstairs, because maybe this fellow up here is trying to conjure something else, so we might not want to drag it out further. But quickly, just
I'm investigating. I rolled a 20.
I'm investigating. I'm assisting with investigation.
Get my thing to work. I'm gonna look at things. If I can find my thing.
You're gonna look at stuff on things.
Do I see things? Kinda. There are indeed things, but that is it.
let's have a look here. So, was that a 20 for Lorien, or was that from earlier?
That was just now.
Okay. So, Lorien finds a golden ring. Very small, very thin. She finds lacy undergarments in an unlocked chest. Oh my.
I slipped that into my bag.
She finds three silver pieces and 7 copper pieces, and an empty flask. It appears to be the belongings to some very modest apprentices of magic, and you begin to piece together, as somebody who is a mage himself, more so than the others in the room, that maybe this wizard, this mage, regardless of his state before this madness, took on some apprentices for whatever his motivations. Regardless, they have been murdered. Next we have Rohal with an investigation of 8. And Ulrich of an investigation of 12.
Well,
Ulrich,
perception of 12.
Yeah. Either or is fine. Ulrich, you find a necklace of otherworldly teeth. You're not really sure what being these teeth originally belonged to, but they seem to have been pieced together from beings from another dimension, from your understanding of the planes and nature. You're not quite sure. They could be from this realm, but more so likely from another realm. You also find a functioning compass, which is kind of a decent find. And you also find 50 EP pieces, which are kind of like, I think they're like, are they worth like 10 cents?
One is worth 2 gold.
Yeah.
Or is it 2 to 1? Something like that.
No, it's 2 to 1. They're like 50-cent pieces, basically. And then Rohal finds 3 platinum pieces, 1 gold piece.
Nice.
Cool. Roll a minute.
And he finds 4 salted meats, which are well preserved. Yay. Each one is like 2 days ration of meat if you're really stretching yourself thin. And he also finds himself. He finds himself also a lance, 4 daggers, and a sling with 20 pellets, or whatever they're called. So I'll start with Lorien. Lorien, as a wizard yourself, you recognize this man, and it's not always easy to recognize someone's class, to be honest with you. A lot of times classes are quite stereotyped, but with the 24 roll and with your extensive knowledge, as silly as Lorien can be, you do recognize this as a studied mage, a studied wizard, not a sorcerer, not someone who simply gets their magic from their bloodline, much like Reslin, but somebody who has taken the time, someone who has toiled away at constructing and using extensively that laboratory and having apprentices as a mage does. And you recognize the beast next to that creature as something demonic. You don't know quite what, believe it or not. Rohal, 3 intelligence. You are not quite sure who the person is in front of you. You're not quite sure what their profession is, but you do recognize that even with a 3 of intelligence, with your extensive background as a barbed devil. And that's how the roles work, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes your background really does have an influence. Ulrich, you are...
full retard.
He's a big spiky boy.
So out of character, you are a warlock. In character, these folks don't know that. But you recognize this barbed devil, not as a barbed devil, but as something that is largely not really allowed to be in a city. You recognize this as just something that's hostile. You know you're in danger. You know that the guards have been warning your entrance to this tower. And you know that this man is with this fucking beast. You don't know what's going on, but you know that this is just no good. You just know it's no good, even with an 8 roll. So Falmanar is with you guys as well, and he just knows that this is just... he likes to smash shit, and he's ready to smash shit. It's time for initiative, but I know some of you are getting tired, so it's up to you guys.
I'm gonna... devil inspections, do you have a permit?
Oofed.
Do you have your license for that?
Do you have a permit?
Do you have your demon permit?
It's the law.
Stop, you violate the law.
I forgot to mention Lorian. Lorian, this wizard is also of high elf descent as well. I forgot to mention that. Male.
Ah.
Go. No.
He starts to
Could you remind me what it said in the letter? Could you read the letter to me again?
Yes, and it should also be in your journal, but I will blast it again. One moment, please. That will be classified. I'm looking at 40 different handouts here. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, Maladar. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong section here. Notes. Okay, letter to Maladar. Okay, and boom. To the great Maladar. Blah, 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 blah. There is talk of fiends. There is talk of him working with fiends.
Mm-hmm.
And there is talk of an arcane quandary that could indeed fuck with his mind. He responds to Lorian with a blend of elvish and common, somewhat unintelligible, somewhat threatening, a garbled string of words that also sounds somewhat like a little bit of infernal, communicating to the fiend to his right, which is indeed a barbed devil, whether your character knows it or not. The barbed devil stands at about 7 feet tall. It is entirely covered in sharp spines from another fucking dimension. And it doesn't look too friendly. So, we have a few options here. It has been a long session. I am energized and ready to go. If you guys choose to hold this off for next session, we can begin combat. But it is a good point to decide whether we want to continue or hold. I know Ev has been drawn thin. Her, like I, have had a pretty busy week, so I'm cool with whatever. But as a group, we should make a decision.
I'm okay with doing a fight if that's what's about to happen. And then
If
ending
we
it
stop,
there.
that is okay. If we don't stop, that is also okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay, well, we arrived to no decision whatsoever.
Well,
Looks
yeah,
like we
did,
gotta do a dice roll.
Yeah.
Roll a... what should we make this one? Let's see.
D1000.
Let's see what we should roll here. Let me see. Where's our character sheet? I'm gonna roll 1d20. If it's above 10, we're going with the fight. Here we go.
Oh, he's got actual dice I can hear. Oh no.
14. All right, we're
Alright,
going with the fight. Let's
throw
do
the
it.
fuck down.
So
Alright,
that means
we're throwing down.
everybody's got to roll initiative. I'm gonna actually roll real dice for the initiative.
we've already
We did
already
roll
done initiative.
Oh wow. Yeah, alcohol for the win. I need to roll for these things. Let's see here. I gotta. Oh my god, there's so many fucking tabs. Let me just. I'm probably gonna edit this shit out. But let me roll for the wizard and the fucking.
I don't know.
bard.
This is pretty funny.
The barbed fucking demon.
Before it starts,
Fireball.
the fighting, so to speak, right? Before the fighting starts, I'm going to, in Infernal, say, greetings. We are looking for the great Maladar.
When you say that, the elven wizard, who is perceivably discombobulated, has a moment of salience and sobriety in his eyes. He looks at you, remembering the name, and that is all you get. Do you respond?
So he says, and that is all you get to me when I say that.
I'm saying that as a DM, that is all you get from him is a moment of alarm or kind of clarity. Yeah.
Okay. I will respond. We have business with the Order of Whispers in Infernal, of course. We have no way of contacting them. Can you assist us? And I'm looking at the devil, back and forth between the devil and not the devil, the demon and the...
It is a devil. It's a barbed devil.
Yeah, barbed devil, okay. It's a devil.
So I did a public roll, giving a rough estimation of his state of mind, which is kind of generous, to be fair. He still got a 7. So he motions to the devil to attack. Now keep in mind, this wizard, who may or may not be in the right state of mind, whether he's good or evil to begin with, you don't know, has already been very much elevated by the assault on or from or both the town guard of Gryld. And those were a lot of words you sent his way, to be perfectly honest, for someone who may or may not be in the right state of mind.
I've done that several times with different creatures. It's so funny.
Well, let me clarify. I fucking love it, but we're dealing with someone who's out of their fucking mind right now.
Yeah,
Papers,
no,
please.
I get it.
Team Devil Inspector.
No, it's funny because I've done that before in the other.
Let's get to the fight.
Yes,
Yeah, let's get to
I'm
the fight.
tired.
I'm doing numbers. I'm trying to fucking do the fucking initiatives here. Okay, I'm rolling for this fucking thing. Okay. Oh, that's a natural 20 right there.
Wow.
Okay, let me see. So you guys got... There's actually a way in roll 20 to get the whole initiative thing, but I keep fucking it up. Ulrich has he has a 6. Okay. Ulrich 6, and then we have Rollhall with a 13. Not too shabby, but not good enough. And then we have Lorian with a 3. Okay, so time to get fucked. We have
It's all just done.
the barbed. Oh my god, I have too many tabs. I need to close this.
Did you roll for Falconer?
The barbed devil.
I did not roll for Falconer. Can you roll
Oh,
for
yeah,
Falconer,
go ahead.
please?
Yeah, I
Someone-
can. I mean,
Thank Jesus.
I don't have a character sheet, but yeah, I can do that. Hold on.
Ooh, dang.
Derp, derp, derp.
Thank fuck. Okay.
Get in there, wreck shot. Oh,
Oh my
disappear for
god,
like...
When
I'm
it's
closing,
not
so,
for
I'm
you,
closing
you
tabs.
just like...
I'm closing some tabs. This is too much for me. Oh my god.
Okay, there we go. I unjust...
Okay, I'm on track now. I closed the fuck ton of tabs. I have a lot of tabs just in case for like, just in case you guys go this way or that way. Okay, okay, we're starting with the barbed... sorry, what was this? It was 19. Okay, let me see.
Falconer's is 19. Yeah.
He still goes second. Barbed devil goes first. Alright, so the devil makes 3 attacks because fuck.
Jesus.
I know. I'll be honest with you.
I'm not gonna
I
die.
toned down this combat slightly because I'm like, I always underestimate you guys. You guys always cleanly come out of fights, so I'm like, I toned this one down again too. Anyway, all right. Let's see here. So Rohal was the first one to communicate. So he unfortunately drew some attention to himself. Here we go. So the devil first attacks with its tail. So that's going to be a 15. I don't know what your AC is. AC stands for armor class, which is a combination of your armor and your
13.
dexterity. 13. Okay. So that means you get hit. And
Well,
now
that's my armor class anyway.
Yep, that means
Then-
so just because you're new to D&D, I'll explain. A combination of how well your armor protects you and how smoothly you can move while wearing that armor to dodge said attack is a combination of what your armor class is. A lot of DMs will just say, oh, this misses, this misses, this misses. A lot of them don't really say, like, well, your armor, you get hit, but your armor protects it. In this case, I will say, what kind of armor are you wearing, first of all, just to refresh my memory?
I'm wearing leather.
Very good. So in this case, I will say that
As
you
far as I
have
hold
the
on, I'm gonna double
mobility
check that.
to not dodge it, actually. That's going to be 1d6 plus 3, and I'll do it publicly. Sorry, 2d6 plus 3 for tail attack.
Yeah, leather armor. That's it.
You're taking
So-
11 damage from its tail attack. Its barbed tail whips upon you, unfortunately.
Where do I even change that? Okay, there we
So
go.
on your
Current hit
character
point.
sheet, you're going to see a current HP. Keep your max HP the way it is. That's a reference for us. Your current
Okay,
HP is going to be
gotcha.
reduced by 11. Fuck, this creature's badass. The next one is going to attack.
Oh,
it
down
is
there,
going
okay.
to be an attempted claw attack upon Falmanar, who's wearing some ridiculous armor. Someone tell me what his AC is. I'm already looking at the roll. It literally, he just scratches upon his plate mail and his scale mail and does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, we don't have access to his character sheet anyway, so we can't tell.
I gave Lorian access to it.
Not.
Let me check that.
It's alcohol. Surprise.
All right.
All I have is
How do I implement the damage?
It says in player journal Lorian and Ulrich, and can be edited by and controlled by Lorian and Ulrich. Let me check the character sheet. Also controlled by Lorian and Ulrich.
Well, all I've got is Artemis and Lorian under players. Am I supposed to look someplace else?
Keep in
I
mind,
don't
I am
have-
now looking at Lorian's character sheet when I say this. Let me fix that.
You
Probably
are
it.
3 sheets to the wind, my friend.
Lorian, you now have access to Falmanar.
do,
But
I
anyways, the creature runs up and scratches upon his plate or scale mail and
Ding.
does not harm him. The creature attacks again by hurling flame, this time at Rohal again because he's right in front of him. This is a ranged attack spell. Let's
Is he in melee range?
the roll. Let's see here. I will tell you in just a moment. The creature has a movement of 30 feet. He rolled a perfect 20 at Rohal. This is going to hit him because it can hit someone even at 150 feet with a roll of 20. That's
Is
going
he
to be
in melee
3d6.
range?
That is a lot of damage. One moment. One thing at a
Well,
time.
does he have disadvantage?
Dead man.
So
First
ranged
thing
attack at
happens.
disadvantage. Okay, so I'll roll again if he's at disadvantage for
If he's
ranged
in melee
attack.
range of Rohal, I don't know if he's outside of it. I can't tell from the thing.
Well, he hit somebody. He clawed at Falmanar, who's
Even with disadvantage, his roll is a total of 19.
Oh,
So
wow.
he's hurling flame
I tried.
from his hands. Here we go. I'm gonna roll that publicly now.
Mm-hmm.
So 11 flame damage hits you. If the
Well, I'm
target is a
certainly bloody.
flammable object, so you're not carrying anything that is immediately flammable, so you're not like on fire. Next is Falmanar's move. Falmanar is a fucking tank.
Yeah, Falmanar is gonna fuck that shit up.
Like in
Next one.
actuality, I think on the bottom, like on the floor below us, Falmanar stood on the behind me when we walked up, but that's different story. Whatever. Let's
Whatever.
continue.
11 slashing damage.
It's a roll of 24. The creature has an armor class of 15, so yes, that is correct.
Beef.
He takes the full
So-
brunt of the attack, and I believe he has an extra attack. Am I wrong?
I have no idea, but I'll happily go again.
Rad, do you know if that's true? Does he have a second attack or not?
Level 5, yes. Is this with the two-handed or one-handed thing?
It's two-handed.
Okay.
Okay, so 16, does that hit?
Yes, it does. He took both
Oh.
attacks, full damage.
So he took 19 damage total.
Correct.
Okay, so that was Felner.
Next we have Malazar. Oh yeah,
Oh
it's about
man,
to be good. Ooh yeah.
He's crazy.
gotta-
He jumps off the top of the building.
gotta stop.
You've fought clerics and shit, but you haven't fought a wizard yet. Mm.
Low level, so it's okay. Just sneeze on him and he'll die.
It's about to get interesting. So you now see the wizard target Falmanar with a spell, and the wizard casts upon him something which he needs to make a saving throw for. The saving throw
Dude,
needs
have-
to be.
have I seen the spell?
Constitution saving throw against. Where the fuck are these stats here? Let's see here.
Do I at all recognize the spell with what little I've got to go off of?
Make an arcane roll.
Okay, let me do this real quick. I'm waiting for this to finish. Actually, I think I can. Well, I'll wait to do it in game. Or in the. Whatever. Bop. Here. That. Bop. What? There. Arcana.
Remind me how to calculate spellcasting. Okay, it's this plus this plus this. Okay, so what's the DC saving throw for Falmanar? Can you roll that, Lorian? For Falmanar?
What is DC?
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, yeah, sure. Me?
Oofed. Okay,
I got
so
a 16.
he is. One moment. Falmanar is shrunken to one.
no.
So he's half his size and 1/8 his weight.
Oh, he cast.
And Ulrich, you believe that to be a reduced spell.
Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought. I was going to be like,
Transmutation.
surprise, power kill.
Transmutation. He has been shrunken. So have fun with those mechanics. I don't really fucking know what I'm doing. But the attacks deal 1d4 less damage. That's okay. I just read it. Yeah, 1d4 less damage. This can't reduce the damage below 1.
Okay.
Let's see. Until the spell ends, the target also has disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. And he's also been shrunken from medium size to small size mechanically. Next, it is Rollhall's turn.
I should know the weakness of a demon like this, I feel like, right?
Stabbing.
You will make an intelligence roll for your memory
Right.
and knowledge. Okay, let's see here.
They're weak to dying.
What? Are they? Alright, 16.
Roll, okay. Let me check the details. You know that they have a resistance to cold, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks that aren't silver. You know that they have damage immunities to fire and poison, and condition immunities to poison. As far as weaknesses are concerned, they don't necessarily have any that stand out, but I will tell you more. You know that they are incredibly prideful enemies. They like combat. They like engaging. They are very aggressive. That can be seen as an advantage or a disadvantage. They are very subservient and obedient and loyal to whoever they may serve. And they tend to be very straightforward and very predictable in that regard, that they're so aggressive. That's about all I can tell you from that 16 roll, even with your knowledge.
Gotcha. Hold up. I need to open Endure Animals on D&D Beyond.
I don't know whether to do things or not.
I mean, I'm gonna fucking...
Well, there are things that I can
okay.
do, but I don't know if I want to do the things.
Well, I'm gonna do some things. Some stuff and things.
Some stuff and something.
Yahoo!
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. I can... 2 beasts of rating 1 or lower, and I am going to get... Where is it? Oh, actually 2. I'm gonna call forth a giant constrictor snake.
It's a snake.
Out of character, I'm
It's a
fucking
snake.
amazed. I can't tell you why, but I'm amazed.
Surprise.
Okay.
He threw his stuff on the
You
ground and it
have
turned into a snake. There you go.
Snake.
This is delightful as fuck. You have no clue, and I you'll see why. I'm fucking delighted. Oh my god.
Okay. And the giant constrictor snake will jump on the spike creature, which might not be the greatest idea, but its scales would probably protect it, and it would constrict it. It will first attack it, right? Hold on, I need to pull it up as well. Giant...
Constrictor snake has melee weapon attack and +4 to hit, reach 5 foot when creature hit 1d8 +2 bludgeoning damage. The target is grapple, escape DC 14 until the grapple ends. The creature is restrained, and the snake can't constrict another target. I will say that the demon itself is covered in barbs, so constriction is probably not the best option. But
Get the other guy.
No, what I'm reading. Hold on. I'm gonna
Next
just
to wizard off the
check what
cliff.
it does.
damn, I need
Should
a
I go
snake
for the
token.
mage in that case?
I need a snake token.
A snake.
I can't hear you. I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons. What do you need? Okay.
He needs fireball. He's you to cast fireball.
Is it my turn yet? It's not my turn.
Negative.
No, but I'm gonna ask you guys whether it is a good idea to construct the mage.
I mean, yeah,
What do you
go
guys think?
for it.
I mean-
Yeah, crush him.
Get him.
Stop his hands.
One dilemma though, my ace is gonna get fucking murked. But I guess you guys will have to just save my ass when I get down by this motherfucker in front of me. So yeah, I'll get the.
You have movement too, but attack of
But if I move away, he's going to attack me while I'm moving away. Yeah.
Peru. This is basically turned into just like, alright, we're all gonna stand here and beat the crap out of each other. Let's do this.
So I'll summon the constrictor snake and attack and constrict the mage.
Alright, let me check that. Okay, so the constrictor snake has a 30 feet movement. That's not a problem for it at this distance.
Well, I can summon it in front of him, or on top of him, basically. Yeah, in front of him.
So it would be so you're doing constrict specifically, alright? So that'd be +4 hit. So what you're going to do is you're going to, I mean, I'll roll it for you if you choose. You can do it. So let me show you how this works.
Constrict
So
melee.
No.
So
No.
So in the text box, what you're going to do is you're going to do /roll space 1d20 +4. This is just for the learning experience.
Which one is the forward? Like, what is forward?
The top is forward.
I think it's /. Yeah. It would be right above the enter key.
Oh, /. Oh, that
So-
one. Okay.
It would be /roll space 1d20 +4. That's for it to try to constrict. Now, Rad, what I have
/roll.
one,
/roll.
1d20 +4. Now, Rad, would I have to do an opposing strength check, or is that just for the snake?
Is the snake trying to grapple?
Would it be an AC opposing?
Is it trying to grapple?
It is trying to grapple, yes. So what
Then
would
the Barb Devil rolls either athletics or
no,
acrobatic.
the mage.
Oh,
Okay.
then the mage rolls athletics
it.
or acrobatic.
Got it, okay. So I'm gonna have the mage do... So, acrobatics would be dexterity, so I'm gonna do... That'd be 1d20 plus 2. 19, baby! He squiggles out of the way of the snake.
Smooth
Next,
motherfucker. Jesus.
we have Rad's character.
Is he bloody
There we
though?
go. Well, the snake didn't even touch him. He attempted to grapple, and the mage kind of slipped out of the way. So, no.
Okay, because it. Hold on, it's here. 6 plus 2 hits. Reach 5 foot the creature. When it's hit, bludgeoning damage. Okay.
That would be if it's successfully grappled.
It's successfully, yeah. Exactly, yeah.
And if someone's
got it.
grappled, that means their whole move for the next round would be hassled with trying to break out of it. But that
Yeah.
was a decent. The 14 was a decent roll. It's just this dude rolled luckily high with his modifier.
Oh yeah.
But the snake had a higher modifier overall, so the snake had a better chance of constricting than he had a better chance of avoiding. It just was a matter of luck.
Yeah.
But I'm just so amused, and you'll see why. I will have an answer to that question of the snake,
Very much.
which was pre-planned actually, which is why I'm so amused. It wasn't even like you'll see.
What did I miss?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I had to answer.
Rohal set forth the snake on the mage, and the mage avoided the snake's grapple.
Yeah, I know that part.
That's it.
Oh.
Can I have the snake come back and... Right, since I summoned it in front of him and he's basically being attacked, the snake hasn't used any movement at all.
Oh,
so can I have the snake move and sit in between me and the demon?
It's a valid
command it
question,
to do
but
so.
the way this works, just so you know ahead of time, is generally if there's no extra abilities, such as the ability Disengage that rogues often use, if you're leaving the 5-foot range of a creature's attack, the creature, even out of turn, will have an attack of opportunity. So the snake is within 5 feet of the mage right now, so if the snake chooses to move away, the mage will have a free melee attack on the snake during the snake's turn.
That's a fair point.
Should you choose to do that. So it's up to you. The snake only has 13 hit points, keep that in
How
mind.
much? Oh, okay. Oh, it's that weak? Shit.
Yeah, but...
No.
But
It's a giant constrictor snake.
The constrictor snake is classified as a large beast, is that not
Yes,
correct?
but a giant constrictor snake.
So not
It's a
large.
difference.
Okay, let me check.
No, giant. It's a huge beast. It's like the largest I can. Otherwise, I could have summoned like 5 normal ones. I think
What's bigger?
or maybe
large
not
or
5.
giant? Probably
Actually,
giant, right?
the giant one
giant
has
has 60 HP. Oh, damn, boy. Okay.
Yeah.
So it has 60 HP. It's up to you. To be honest with you, the mage appears to only have the physical weapon of a staff in its hand, so it won't be able to do an attack of opportunity with a spell.
I will have it go in between me and the creature.
So it's going to do... The mage is going to do an attack of opportunity, which is going to be... I'm going to roll that right now. So it's only a staff, so let me roll that.
Yeah. Isn't that like 1d6?
Well, not the damage, just the attack. So hang on.
Yeah. Is that another... Okay, I thought it was another 19. I was
So
like,
that's a roll of 11, and the creature's armor class is 12, which means the mage does not successfully hit the snake at all. So the snake moves freely. Let me clear that, and then...
It's a slithery little boy. Well, it's a slithery big boy.
Yes.
All right, you can continue, Rad.
But okay, okay. I'm gonna get this grapple to work. First, I'm gonna cast Hex on the wizard boy at 3rd level. Alright, let's do... Okay, wait, let me go over here.
Okay, so remind me what he has to do. I'm pulling it up now.
I got he does nothing.
Okay, okay.
He's absolutely jack. He has no choice in the matter. So that's it. That's what happened. So that's a bonus action. So he's now hexed for 8 hours, and whenever I think, do I only do damage or is it anyone?
It says you do an extra 1d6
okay, yeah.
necrotic.
So I do extra damage to him, and I'm gonna pick. What did he use? Did he use acrobatics to get out of the grapple?
He used acrobatics for grapple, but you don't know that in character.
But he dodged it
He did.
deftly.
He
So
did.
I'm going to give him disadvantage on dexterity checks.
Got it.
So he now has that. And then that's my bonus action. And then my regular action, I'm gonna cast. Let's do. Yeah, sure. Let's do Ray of Frost on the Wizard Boy. There's a pew.
So remind me, does he have to do any saving throws, or how does it work?
I don't know.
I'll pull it up.
Doesn't look like it. Oh god. Okay. 27 to hit.
Oh, there it is. You place a curse on. So that's a 27 against his armor class.
Yes.
That hits.
Okay. He takes 14 cold damage.
Damn, boy.
And does he have to roll a thing? Maybe no. And his speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
That's pretty good.
He's cold. All right, and I'm a shimmy on over here. All right, cool. There we go. Because pretty sure having all of us lumped together is probably not the best idea.
I probably
Yes.
should have said that we should do this next time, but I didn't think it would take 20 minutes to do one round of combat.
Well, you know combat in D&D. So he gets blasted with some frost. If you're able to continue, Ev, it is
wait.
now Lorian's turn.
Okay.
Roll.
I have to be up at 7 in the morning, and I haven't even started painting the house yet.
You should probably go
Well, you need to go to bed.
do that.
Oh, I'm gonna acid arrow that devil.
All right. What is your 23? My word. That hits. 10 damage. All right.
See, it can't go quickly.
See, there we go. Most of that was me.
Yeah, it's going
Oh,
quickly.
sorry.
So now it's the Fiend's move. See? Now it's going to do 3 full turns. 3 full attacks, sorry.
So he got an extra 5 damage on top of that.
Yeah,
An extra
from
5.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't get that. I didn't see that. From the hex.
Yeah, I
So
forgot.
15
No, no, no,
damage.
no. The hex is from Alaric. You did not. Alaric didn't do the acid arrow.
The wizard still takes 5 extra damage.
Wait, what? How?
From the hex, I hexed him before I did Ray of Frost. Then I did Ray of
from
Frost.
the ray. Okay, I thought you meant from her acid. I got you.
No, yeah, I just forgot to add it. That's all.
Most formidable indeed. Okay, so the barbed devil first does a tail attack on Rohal. So that's going to be. I'm going to roll that already.
Hold up. The snake was supposed to be in between me and it. Would the snake not get its attention enough to have it attack it rather than me?
It's
Depends on-
about 10 feet. The demon actually walks past it because the demon is not threatened by it. But
But wait. I need to throw initiative for the snake.
Correct.
I recall.
we'll make the snake go right after your turn. I think that's just a simple way to do it because
Okay.
you're controlling it. So usually when a creature comes into play in the middle of an initiative, I just like to have it come in as like whoever cast it.
Okay, because generally speaking, the snake is its own creature. Like, if I don't do it, do anything with it, it does on its own, I guess.
I mean, if you, I'll leave the option up to you. Either you can have it go right after you, or you can roll 1d20 plus whatever its dexterity modifier is. So the modifier would be +2, so it'd be 16, which would be right it would be right before you. It would be after the wizard and right before you.
Hey, cool.
So
Yeah,
I'll
sorted.
put that in there. So let me put that in there. One snake. All right. So yeah, the demon is coming for Ryuch with his tail attack. I'm gonna roll that publicly. That's gonna be a 1d20
I'm
plus
going
6.
down.
Actually, no, not 1d20 plus 6. 20 plus 6. Actually, my bad. 13 actually. I don't know what your AC is. You might actually.
Second
good?
wind.
13.
There we go.
Fuck.
Guess 1d10 plus 5 hit points.
I think when you tie it hits.
He gets 13 hit points.
Okay, fill it in. Is his turn over?
Yes.
Roll hall smooth.
Beefcake.
Is the creature bloody yet?
I don't like to. I
made
don't.
it.
In other versions of D&D, they use that. I don't like to use it in 5e, but sometimes I'll give a little flavor text. The creature is. You can see it taking some serious hits now. That's all I'll say.
He's unconscious.
Okay.
Well,
So
yeah, he's
I
you don't see
am
anything because you're unconscious. I don't
at
care.
1 HP. I am unconscious.
No, wait. With 1 HP, I think he wakes up. No, he's unconscious. Yeah, he's unconscious. He needs to be.
I am
he needs to be,
unconscious,
needs to be
and
okay.
right, I'm gonna roll a 1d4 to see how many hours I'm out.
Oh yeah, because you succeeded. Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah. How many
I
hours?
know a few things. So here, 1d4.
He
I'm
knows
gonna be
how
out
to
for
die.
3.
He knows how to. That's one of the
Hey,
most important things to know. Okay.
For the 2 past D&D sessions, I've been down about 6 times, and my team has been down. Of 3 people, have been down about.
Sounds like Hunt Showdown for us.
Sometimes. No, we've been all like down 6 times in both of these, so.
You're familiar with
It's
time.
stupid.
Good to know.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
18 times on 3 people doing 2 sessions.
It is now Ulrich's turn.
All right, freaking time to die, Mr. Guy. Step 1, Eldritch Blast.
So I'll tell you right now, he had 1 HP before your turn, and now that Eldritch Blast is finishing him.
Check this out. He's hella dead.
So again, I don't have tokens for the dead bodies, but let's assume they're dead there. So
He's
you
hella-
guys succeeded. You've neutralized the Mad Wizard, and yes, you can raise Roosevelt to consciousness without much effort. But whoever approaches him, use a medicine roll, please.
Who's best here in medicine?
It doesn't matter. Who's
not
gonna
me.
take? Who's gonna go forth?
Well, I don't want to risk it and have him die. Yes. Okay.
I mean,
well,
he's.
I'm alive. It's just about the consciousness.
there's 2 advantages to make sure, because knowing me, yeah, there you go. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, he's
18.
totally awake, and you did not worsen his condition.
Hey, you're not dead. Also, we killed him.
Thumbs
So-
up. Very crisp thumbs up.
Not dead.
I'm just gonna almost live. Okay, well,
So that happened.
and do we have any healers here?
That is a good question.
We used to. Rad's old character
Hey.
was, but he departed from the group, and he's now somewhere in the city as an NPC.
I'm vibing.
That
We could go. We could go see him. But like, sup,
Sure,
bro? Maybe, I don't know.
because I'm a bit
But we could do that
not
next
feeling
session.
great.
Ev did find.
Mhm.
Lorian did find a potion of greater healing.
All right, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you took it.
I'll just go ahead and drink that.
If Rad chooses to have Lorian give that to you, because he's
He does
controlling
already
the
have
character.
it.
No, she gave it to me.
Oh, she gave it to you. Okay, yeah, drink
Yeah.
it. So let's
So-
look that up and see exactly how much it does. Let's see here. Potion of greater.
I actually didn't write it up, but I did take it.
Those technically could be worth a couple hundred GP. Just saying, but they do 4d4
Okay,
plus
well, in
4.
that
So
case,
just do
if-
/roll. If you, well, it depends if you want to use it or not. But it does
If they're
4d4 plus 4.
wait, If they're valuable, you said greater healing, then that's excessive.
I think I think they can be
Yeah.
worth a couple hundred, or at least tens of
It
GP, if
depends.
not hundreds. Depends on the world.
Yeah, since I
built
need
and
a
the-
fucking
Well, a
kill them.
regular, like a standard healing potion is 50 gold.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Okay, let's not drink this then.
But that's
It's
also
chugging,
like,
it's like chugging it.
but like to put it in perspective.
That's
the same
like
thing
if you're in
Yeah.
combat or in a cave or something, then
That's like
Well,
if you're
that's
like
like
the
you can't
last man
leave.
standing and you're like your team needs you alive.
But be like, I'm going
Yeah.
to take on the world, and they just start chugging potions.
It also depends on the kind of like how the D&D runs their world too. So to be fair, like there's no knowing that early on. So I'm just mentioning it like generally they're worth a bit.
I'll just be dying for a bit and walking around just not feeling well.
Pretty sure
Okay,
somebody-
great. It was called Greater Healing Potion, right?
Yes, you should write that in. It's pretty valuable.
There we go. Yep, it's in there.
Cool.
Great.
we go.
All right, what did it do? Let's investigate the body and
We can do this next session.
Well,
We
I suggest
can,
we do it
absolutely.
now. I suggest we do it now, and then we'll wrap the session up after looting.
But like, no one's
yeah.
here.
But you can still have their character loot and plug in their information, and then we can
I
take a
won't
look at
play
it.
their character.
I'll play it then, because I
I
just
don't know.
want to.
I don't know
think
their
it'll be-
character. If we just want to loot it and then just like put it in the Discord or something, be like, hey, this is what we
That's
found.
fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Uh,
Because I just feel like I want to wrap up this room at least, and then we can sort out the aftermath and what we do with whatever items we come across.
then just like that
So-
investigation.
Staff of the Python has already been destroyed. Technically,
Yeah.
that could have been salvageable, but it's destroyed. Just it's more likely to be destroyed. So what I'm gonna have you do is just have each person just roll a perception, and based on the rolls, I'll see who gets what.
Okay,
So
perception.
have the characters you're controlling roll one as well.
So that was me.
Yep.
Then this is Lorian. Okay, well that does. Good job, Lorian. Hold on. And then this is, where is it? That's Falminar.
Okay.
Ooh, space.
All right. So 4 people, right? Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. So Rohal finds the boots of false tracks. And also the scroll of protection from fiends. So the boots of false tracks, you can actually Google them. They basically leave tracks behind that are misleading and point in like
Fake
a
tracks.
yeah, basically they help throw off people who are good at tracking footprints. They're like a mild magic, but they're functional. They're not mechanical. They're magical in nature. And then a scroll of protection from fiends.
They were
Definitely
called
write that in.
Boots of
Boots of false tracks.
oh,
And then you
false,
also
right.
got
Thanks.
so the fiend that is dead has nothing of material value on it. It is solely a fiend from another dimension. These things that you guys are finding are off the wizards, like robes and stuff. You also find the scroll of protection from fiends. You can Google that and read what it does. It essentially will give you for a time some you and other party members like really strong protection against fiends, demons.
Trying to remember if that's a ritual or not.
So, Ulrich, you find,
Oh, I find things. Oh, dang.
you find a translucent glass key. And
I
it-
think I know what that goes to.
It appears to be as hard as steel, and it is like kind of grayish, translucent. Lorian finds a scroll of protection from undead. And she also finds a coin purse on the wizard. And on the coin purse, she finds 4 platinum coins and 30 silver coins. If you can write that in for me.
And then the other one was what, like a scroll of protection from something?
The other thing she found was the scroll of protection from undead.
Undead, that's what it was.
And the details can be Googled. She can do that on her own time if she chooses to. And then Falminar finds a rod of absorption.
Ooh, that is... Dang. he can be even beefier.
And he's not really sure how much it's been used yet.
Oh, there goes someone.
Welcome back.
There's one back.
There you go. I stopped hearing you guys.
Mm-hmm. I'm a little frustrated that Roosevelt came across one or two things in his other campaign, because they're super rare, but yeah.
Frey casually finds a deck of many things.
So we'll just cut to the chase because it's getting late. You try the key in the smooth jet black box. The box opens. There is a velvet cloth over what Rollhall is the only one in the group that confidently identifies as the deck of many things.
Fuck it, hell.